So we have seen the classification of rapier weaving machine, that is single rapier, double rapier concept we have seen. So classification depending upon number of rapier we have seen. Next classification we have seen, that is flexible tape or rigid rapier. Flexible rapier or rigid rapier. So this classification we have seen. Now third classification is what method of weft insertion. So your rapier weaving machine may be Gabler type or Devas type. So this Devas and Gabler. So we'll see the concept first, then we'll come to this comparison slide. So this is what Devas system. So see the Devas system how it is. So take 2 minutes to draw the figure of this Devas system. Open your book and draw this Devas system. So I'll explain here what is Devas system. Here is the supply package, here the accumulator is there, here the tensioner, or it is called as what, gripper, and here your weft tailing leading end is ready now. Okay, so this is what left hand rapier. It comes from this side and it grips the weft, and meanwhile rigid next side rapier is what, in the housing only. Okay, inside the housing. So this weft is gripped and it takes the weft up to the center here. So this is what loaded rapier. Left hand rapier is what, loaded. While this side rapier, it comes with empty up to the centers. Here it comes empty. So front part is called as what, gripper or rapier head. Left hand rapier head, right hand rapier head. So left hand grips the weft and brings it to the center, and here the exchange of weft is there. So it takes, right hand rapier takes the weft and it carries to the what, receiving side. So this is called a picking side. So weft is transferred to the what, receiving side, and now the weft is released by the gripper. Front part is called as what, rapier head gripper. So it is released, and here the cutter will cut here. Again leading will be ready, and this inserted pick will bit to the what, fail of the cloth. So one cycle, second cycle, third cycle. Again first cycle will start now. Again rapier will grip the weft, it brings to the what, center of the machine. This empty rapier comes to the what, left right hand rapier comes to the what, center of the machine, empty rapier. Exchange of weft will be there, the weft is carried. So this system is called as what, Deva system, and the weft transfer takes place at the center of the machine, and it is also called as what, tip to tip transfer machine. Mainly all the 100% machines in the universe or the world are what, Deva system. So tip to tip transfer system is there. So take 2 minutes quickly and draw the figure of this, rough sketch of this. So we can see here half pick is inserted. This left hand giver will give weft to the taker, and taker takes the weft half part, takes to the what, receiving side. So this is what, picking side, and this is what, receiving side. So draw the figure carefully here. So another 1 minute we will take for this. So next figures here, gabler system. So gabler system is also called as what, hairpin type of system, because it forms the what, hairpin while inserting the weft. So here what happens, here how the passage is there. So here the supply package, accumulator, gripper or tensioner, and here the gripper is there, actually this point gripper is there. So weft is holded, it is with the gripper, gripped, gripping point is here. So here the left hand rapier insert, rapier head, left hand rapier head, this head, and this is what rapier head grips the weft, catches the weft, and it goes inside left hand. So it will form hairpin like this, because one end is gripped here and next end is gripped here. So as the rapier is going inside, the hairpin will be formed here like this, and this second rapier, right hand rapier, is going empty. Now whatever the rapier gripped by the what, left hand, it will be going in the control of what, this right hand. So whenever the control comes to the right hand rapier, this gripping point of the weft is released, this gripper leaves the weft now. Okay, weft holded unit is there here, this holding will be released and the weft will be released, and as this right hand rapier goes backside, whatever this bended hairpin structure is there, this will be what, straightened here. So this half peak will be what, straightened in the next figure, you can see here. So this is what half peak, and this half peak was here bended like this, bended. So this bended peak we have made straight here. Okay, so this is what completely inserted peak here. Okay, here the weft will be released by the rapier head, and here the cutter will be there, and the beat up takes place. Again here gripper will, weft folding unit will hold the weft here, it will hold here. So here weft holding unit is there, dot, weft holding unit. Okay, weft holder is there, weft holder. So again the cycle starts here, this rapier will go inside, rapier head will grip the weft and it goes inside, and the rapier hairpin structure is formed here, hairpin like this. Okay, this comes empty here, empty. So as the empty rapier holds the weft, or right hand rapier holds the weft, the weft from left hand rapier is exchanged to the what, right hand rapier. As the right hand rapier starts pulling backside, weft pulling backside, the weft holding unit releases the weft here, and this half part is what, straightened here. Okay, this half part is what, straightened here. So here the cutter will act, the leading end will be what, ready, and now beat up of this peak will be there. So again the cycle starts here. So gabler is what, hairpin system. So we will see the advantage and disadvantage, which one is the best, we'll find out that. So meanwhile you draw this figure, we'll take 2 minutes to draw this figure. So I'll be giving you the 2 minutes to draw this figure. So hope, I think the figure is completed. So Deva system and Gabler system. Now we will see what the advantage and disadvantage of each rapier. So I think the figure has been drawn by everyone. So this is what our method of weft insertion. So we have seen the clearly what is the concept Devas weft insertion, and we have seen what Gabler. So here Devas. So Devas is called as what tip to tip weft insertion or tip to tip transfer system. Tip to tip transfer system. The tip of weft yarn is firmly gripped by the rapier head during the entire period of weft insertion. So we are calling it as leading tip, leading end. So whatever the leading left hand rapier is bringing to the right hand, so left hand rapier is firmly holding leading end, that is called as what tip of the weft, and it is giving to the right hand rapier. The tip is transferred, the weft tip is transferred, and the tip is held what firmly. There is no chances of weft failure. Weft failure transfer, that is called as what weft failure transfer chances is less in what devas. So the tip of weft yarn is firmly gripped by the rapier head during the entire period of weft insertion. So this we have seen. So here in the gabbler is here weft insertion in the form of hairpin. So we are forming the hairpin here, and after forming the hairpin, the half part is what straightened by the what right hand rapier. So left hand rapier forms the hairpin, and right hand straightens the what other half portion of the what weft. So here we can see what is the disadvantage in the gabbler system. The weft yarn is not firmly gripped here. The tip is not held properly or firmly, rigidly, and here the chances of weft failure transfer is there. So weft may fail, and due to the stop motion the machine may be stopped. So always the stoppage of machine may be there in the gabbler. So this is what merely threaded around the rapier head. So merely it is gripped slightly, but confirmed threading is not there, and here we cannot increase the speed of the machine. If more the speed of the machine, the weft failure is what more, but in the devas it is not like that. Increase the speed, there is no chances of what weft failure. So after its transfer in the gabbler, at the center it is straightened as a taker retracts the shade. As the taker goes back, the half part of the weft is straightened. So this is what gabbler. So there are more disadvantages, that is merely one disadvantage is very important here, that is weft failure chances is more in the what gabbler, and there is what complicated weft insertion system in the gabbler, and more number of parts are there in the weft insertion. That's why this is not successful. So Devas weft insertion system, Devas weft insertion rapier weaving machine is what popular all over the globe. So again in the tip to tip transfer we can see here again there is a classification type of weft transfer at the center. So here the weft transfer takes at the center, left hand takes the weft and it gives to the what right hand, and right hand carries to the what completely out of the right hand selvage the weft is carried. So successful completion of the taking of weft from picking side to what receiving side, that is what called as what weft transfer. So weft transfer is proper in what devas. So in this weft transfer again the tip to tip transfer machine may be what negative transfer machine. So all flexible machine are negative transfer. The weft is transfer what means what the rapier is negative, means all the flexible rapier machines are what negative, and here we can see all the rigid rapier machines are what positive rapiers, positive. So in devas also there are two types, negative deva system, positive deva system. So again we will see that all the flexibles are negative rapiers and all the rigid rapiers are what positive rapiers. So I will give you 2 minutes to write down all these contents. So take 2 minutes and write down the contents and the comparison. So we have seen the concept Devas rapier system, Gabler rapier system. That is a classification of rapier system. The machine may be Devas or the machine may be Gabler. So selection we have to make like this. Either you have to purchase Devas type of rapier machine or Gabler type of rapier machine. Now next concept we are seeing here, positive rapier and negative rapier. So this is what another classification. So I may be having a positive rapier machine or I may be having negative rapier machine. So always here rigid rapiers are positive rapier machine and flexible rapiers are negative rapier machine. So we need to understand the concept positive rapier machine and negative rapier machine. To understand this, we should know first the rapier head concept or the gripper head. So in the figure we can see here, first we will see the Devas. So this B figure is what Devas type and its rapier heads. So this is what left hand rapier head and this is what right hand rapier head. So head means here the concept is like this. So this is what left hand rapier head and this is what right hand rapier head. The back side we are having the rapier tip or it is called as what flexible tip. So this is what left hand flexible tip and to this left hand flexible tip at the front V is what rapier head or it is called as what left hand rapier head. So this is what giver. So giver design is different and taker design is different. So here takers here right hand rapier head. So this is front part is what rapier head or it is called as what gripper. So left right hand gripper. So this is what giver. So taker design is different. So front part is called as what head and this is what again rapier tip. On the rapier tip this head is fixed. So this is what left hand head, right hand head, giver head, taker head. So the gripper is called as what right hand gripper, left hand gripper. So we should know what is heads now. So see here head. So B figure we can see here. So this is what B figure. So this is what left hand rapier head. At the back part we are attaching what flexible tape. Here also right hand flexible tape. At the front of the tape we are having these heads or it is called as what rapier gripper. So this is what male female gripper. It is nowadays it is coming what 25,000 is both the heads. If the heads fails, both the head fails, the web transfer gate fails. So see here. So in the machine B here, so this is what Devas type. So here in the figure but see here, this is what left hand rapier. This is what giver and this is what taker. Okay, giver. So here we can see here A is there here, A. So A is what clamp here or it is gripper. Okay, weft holding device is there and here the spring is there. So if you change the spring, the clamping force will be less or more according to the count of weft. So this is what giver. So giver holds the weft at this point. Okay, and it comes to the center of the machine. Okay, center. So here this will be at this point. So here the fixed point is the rod. So when this left hand rapier head comes from this side, this part, this curvature part, cam profile part will be hidden by this rod and this A part gets open and it holds the what weft. So weft welding will be there. So weft hold and this left hand rapier head brings the weft to the what center of the machine. Meanwhile right hand rapier comes empty. It goes inside the left hand rapier and grips the weft and the weft transfer from left hand to right hand will be there. So here right hand rapier how it is. Again here C is what clamp. Here hook part is there, clamp. Here flat spring is there. So force of this we can increase or decrease. So here again cam profile is there here. We can see here. So all 11 the weft will be gripped by this. This will go back side. So this is what right taker. This is what giver. So takers take the weft and it goes back side and this profile will be heated here when the head completely goes out of the what width of the fabric. Okay, so when weft goes out of the fabric, weft has to release. When the rapier head goes out of the fabric on the right hand side, the weft has to release. That time what happens, this cam profile hits this part, fixed part, and this holder or gripper releases the weft on the receiving side. So this is what Devas type system. So Devas rapier head system it is. So left hand, this is what left hand, this is what right hand. So design of left hand rapier and right hand rapier will be different. Left hand rapier head, left hand gripper head, these concepts are same. So this design is different here. So here again, this is what Devas type of system. But you see Gabler type of system, the heads are different. So see here, this is what left hand giver type and this is what taker type. So giver types here, how it is, only A part is there. So this comes inside here, the weft is holded here like this. So it will form the hairpin. So this A part forms the what, only the hairpin up to the what center of the what machine, and other half part is has to be set by the what, this taker. So this is what giver. So this part will go inside this at the center of the machine and it grips the weft by the what, taker or right hand rapier. So right hand rapier pulls the weft to the what, up to the receiving side. So this is what picking side and this is what receiving side, and the weft is what, the hairpin whatever it is formed, it is what, straightened. So this is what Gabler type. So here we can see in the Gabler system, the perfect holding of weft is not there. Weft failure chances is what, more. But here the tip of the rapier, tip of the weft is holded from the start of the picking to the end of the picking. So better control of weft is there in the what, Deva system, and this is what Gabler system. So rapier heads system. Okay, rapier heads here. This is what Devas and this is what Gabler. So take few minutes to draw these rapier heads. So I'll be giving you 2 minutes again. So these are what conventional heads of Devas and Gabler. So mostly we'll be concentrating on Deva system. So these were the conventional rapier heads, and in this the development has taken place. So we will see the developments in the what, rapier heads. So here we can see this is what Devas type. Devas type means what, tip to tip transfer, but the rapier is what, negative. So here we will see what is negative rapier and positive rapier, and always we have seen the flexible rapiers are what, negative. So this is what left hand rapier head, and this is what flexible rapier, and this both is called as what, left hand rapier, and this is what right hand rapier, head plus tip. Okay, so rapier head. So see the design of rapier, left hand giver, and this is what, taker. So giver we can see here, this is what body of the rapier head, body, and here is the what, clamp, spring clamp. So pressure is from here, and here the weft is holded, left hand leading end is holded. From the picking side the weft is holded and it brings to the what, center of the machine. And meanwhile this goes empty up to the center of machine and it exchange the weft from giver to taker. So this is what, taker head. So this is hook part like this, hook part it is like this, and here is the what, tongue, you can see the tongue. Okay, tongue, and here the spring part is there, spring. So holding capacity can be increased or decreased by the spring. So weft is gripped by the tongue and the hook part, and the weft is carried to the what receiving side, and when the weft comes or the head rapier head goes beyond the receiving side, here this part is what emerging part is what pressed and the weft is released here. Okay, so here the weft is inserted on the what receiving side of the selvage or receiving side of the fabric. So this rapier is called as what negative rapier. So here concept negative means what? Here when we are holding the weft for the picking, the weft is gripped automatically, and for the gripper or the clamp there is no external control here. External opening and closing of the clamp is not there. Any external device is not there to open and close. Okay, so weft is carried to the center. Again from center the weft is transferred from left hand rapier to right hand, and this transfer is again automatically. There is no any external machine to external element to open the what this clamping device. Clamping automatically holding and releasing here. So that's why it is called as what negative. Again the weft is gripped here automatically and it comes to the what receiving side. By pressing this automatically the weft is released here. So there is no any external device during weft picking, and at the center while weft exchanging or weft transfer, and at the right hand side when the weft is released there is no any external means to open the grippers. So these are what gripper, left hand gripper and right hand gripper. That's why it is called as what negative type of rapier. So this is what positive type. Earlier we have seen negative type, there was tip to tip transfer, and now this is my rapier is positive. Always here rigid rapier is positive rapier. So these are what left hand rapier head, this is what right hand rapier head. So positive means what? During weft picking, during weft holding on the left side, we are having external device to open and close the clamp. So these are the what clamp. Rapier head is having clamp. So left hand clamp, right hand clamp is there. So external device is there at this to hold the what weft. So it carries the weft to the center of the machine. Meanwhile this comes empty here. Okay. So to exchange the weft here. Now here to exchange the weft, again here positive openers are there. So positive openers at the left hand side, positive openers at the center of the machine, positive openers at the right hand side of the machine. So positive opening devices are there. So it's here. So this left hand rapier will come taking the weft at the center of the machine. This will come empty. So first this will be open. So right hand rapier in the open condition it goes in the left hand rapier in the open condition, and to open this opener is there, right hand opener. Now as the rapier are moving back, left hand is open. So this is open means weft is released, and this right hand will catch the weft and it will carry the weft to the what receiving side. So for opening and closing here we are having what openers at the center and at the left side of machine and right hand. So weft is in the control of the what right hand now. It carries the weft to the right hand, carries the weft now. Okay, right hand. And again to release the weft now, here the opener is there on the right hand. External opener is there. So external openers are there on the left hand, middle, and so that's why this is called as what? Positive rapier. So now we are clear the concept. What is single rapier, double rapier? Again in the double rapier we have we know the concept flexible and rigid. Again in the double rapier we are having the system Devas and Gabler. Again in the Devas we are having what? Positive rapier and negative rapier. So this was our journey. Again here one more classification of rapier is there by positioning of the picking mechanism. So here machines with a stationary picking mechanism mounted on the machine frame. This requires a precise sled dwell at the rear extreme position for the whole duration of the pick. So machine with stationary picking mechanism. So picking mechanism is not moving forward and backward. Picking mechanism, left hand picking mechanism and right hand picking mechanism is what? Stationary. Only the sleigh is moving forward and backward in the center of the machine. Next, machine with swing type picking mechanism moving with the sleigh. The machine with swing type picking mechanism means whole left hand, right hand picking mechanism and right hand, it is permanently fixed to the what? Sleigh. As the sleigh is moving forward and backward, this whole unit of left hand picking mechanism and right hand will be moving what? Forward and backward. Forward and backward. But we are having what? All the machines are of what? First type. Only the sleigh is moving forward and backward. The picking mechanism is what? Fixed to the machine frame. It is not moving. So compulsory in the middle of the machine we have to give the dwell to insert the what? Sleigh dwell. This is what sleigh dwell, not shading dwell. Sleigh dwell means what? For some time the sleigh will be what? Rest for certain degree at the back side. So this is what shuttleless viewing. One advantage of shuttleless viewing is here. The sleigh is having the dual. In conventional loom, we are not having the dual. The sleigh is not having the dual. The sleigh is moving forward and backward. The sleigh is having what? Eccentricity. While coming forward, it will go fast, and while going back, it will go slow. But in the shuttleless, we are having sleigh dual. Means when the sleigh is at the back center, it will be what? It will stop for a few degrees, 60 degree, 90 degree, depending upon weft insertion timing. So all the machines are of what? First type, not the of what? Second type. So we have seen the detailed classification of what? Rapier weaving system.